So in today's world that we have such a huge opportunity for writers to be able to put, write content, create content, do you recommend instead of going after possibly a screenplay, which is a one-off, to actually focus on series, to focus on limited series? Is that where the marketplace is kind of leaning now? Because there's just so much need and want for original content now. Is that a smart move as a writer?
Yeah, it's definitely a smart move. It's a little more difficult move, but it's a smart move because we have so many channels demanding programming
Mm-hmm.
that it's hugely competitive. I mean, new broadcasters are born every year, whether it's Hulu and Apple recently or Amazon and Netflix the generation before, or in the old days, the HBOs and Showtimes, and even older days, the networks, that they're all competing for stories and series. One of the biggest decisions we have to make when we go out with a series is whether it should be a network series or a cable series, because of the difference in content, obviously. But clearly, it's not only easier to sell a series in this demanding market, but it's also the smarter way to go because honestly, the smartest writers and the best writers have all gravitated to television. Television, years ago, 15, 20 years ago, was regarded as kind of a wasteland,
Mm-hmm.
a no man's land, and it was very hard for a feature writer to even want to go into television. And now it's just normal that television is dying for feature writers and rating feature writers. And more importantly, the feature writers are starting to write original stuff for television because it's so difficult to set up a movie by comparison. Movies are still being made and huge numbers are being made, but not by the studios. The studios are limiting what they do to 4 or 5 movies a year, where they used to do 30 or 40. And so the explosion of growth there is in independent films, but an independent film can have a very long road to production because of the uncertainty of financing and the distributors' reluctance to actually put them in theaters compared to the big blockbuster from Disney or from Warner Brothers. So altogether, television is a much friendlier and smarter environment for writers, I think, to aspire to.